hard.
The patriarchy is your body, your choice. And abortion.
Of course, abortion is crazy, you know? It's just crazy. You know, I always like to find the little holes in the walls. Even if they're relevant, they probably have a backup information. I still like to see the little plot holes in stories. It's It's not controversial. It's just stupid things that I think, and I talk about them, and you know, doesn't mean I'm right. Only 10 minutes. Pro-choice. Just don't have. I know, right? Just don't have sex. Hello. Let's see what's going on. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel.
The patriarchy.
Fuck the patriarchy and a follow and like.
Patriarchy is your body, your choice. Ending abortion will never end abortion. It will only end safe legal access to it. And I think if you ask any the Republicans who are so
I had friends that had abortion
pro-life, if they've ever forced a mistress to have an abortion, and I think it will be shockingly alarming how many they do. We are here to advocate for all uterus havers. There are many accesses for you to make sure that you are still capable to receive safe and legal abortion.
Tonight, history is unfolding across the United States.
The highest court in the land, reverse course.
I don't know why they don't let it. Like, who cares?
Constitutional rights to an abortion, sending the issue to the states.
Hundreds, if not 1,000 protesters filled 2nd Avenue in downtown Seattle.
I actually was raised Catholic. I went to a Catholic school. My whole family is Christian now, but also my Christian family is pro-choice. I don't think you can bash the entire religion based
Why do
off
people
of it.
that
there are a lot of
don't need abortion
out there that
cares about others
understand that
aborting?
while they may not personally feel a certain way, they can't tell other people how they can and can't.
You know what I mean?
The thing is, if you're going to be debating with a Christian stance, that has to be separate from the government. You can't enforce or impose any sort of religious beliefs. It has to be separate from the state. I mean, that's how the Constitution was formed. Everybody can argue what they want, but that's the bottom line. You have 80% of the population on this side. That's a lot of opportunity for change and hope for the future.
It really boils down to
Unfortunately, it's
religion.
just in the wrong hands right now. These
Yeah.
justices were appointed
They,
so long
they think
ago
they're making
and will
God a
stay in
favor,
power
but not
until they
accepting
die.
abortion.
They
They're
were
like,
appointed
oh,
at a
but
different
our
time
Lord
and a
will
different
never
era where
accept
different
this.
things were considered acceptable, where they no longer are
I
now.
stood for
and
this
it's no
one.
longer the voice of
No, he doesn't need this.
History does repeat itself, and it's just unfortunate that we're all here yet again.
What are your thoughts on the Supreme Court?
They can go fuck themselves.
We just talked to some Christians across the street, and they think that the moment conception occurs, a life form has germinated. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that
They
you
believe
can
life
believe
begins.
whatever
Yeah,
you believe,
yeah.
But the second
They're making a favor. They're doing a favor to God.
But if you read other religions and stuff, like in Jewish law, it is required to abort a baby or a fetus if it jeopardizes the life of the mother. So you need to understand that Christianity isn't the end-all, say-all. There are a multitude of different religions, and we need to respect them all. I think it's infuriating that a dead body has more bodily autonomy than me. You cannot force anybody to donate anything in their body, even though it can save somebody's life. And you're forcing me to potentially jeopardize my health and my safety for something that I don't even want. That's not even considered a life, in my opinion, and the opinion of a multitude of people.
Doesn't matter,
I think
dude.
life begins whenever the baby is physically, pushed out of
Whatever you say, Septum. I think it shouldn't matter. I mean, of course, you're supposed to take care of yourself, love your body, doing this and that. No, it's just not. It's women do it. Yeah, they're saying it because of women's safety when they have problems, health problems, when they go to hospitals, when they do this and that. I don't know. Like, what if I just don't want to have it? What if I'm super healthy and I don't want to have it? Is that still like an option? They should focus on that too. Because if they do it only for people that is, of course, it's important, but there's people that is very poor and cannot afford the baby, you know?
I think life begins whenever the baby is physically, pushed out of the womb. If I was in the position to where I was pregnant, I would get an abortion. I think this is extremely unfair and just backwards. It honestly just makes me feel so many emotions, sad, disgusted, angry, and just disappointed.
Shut down the MCA and her cancel double whammy. Why is next YouTube channel react video?
As the world changes
Yeah.
and evolves, so do people, and we can't just have the same people in office their entire life. It's just gonna end up being backwards. I think that we should at least
Doesn't the USA rocks?
have elections for it.
Dude, it's just fucking disappointing. Like, we just had a bunch of old white men like trying to decide what to do with people's bodies, and like that's fucked up. Like,
Are you surprised?
no, fuck no. Why are we surprised nowadays? Like, our legal system just doesn't seem like it works.
It should not be able to be in the Supreme Court for an unlimited amount of time, and we should be able to have more of a say in who's running our country.
Aren't all other like levels like elected? So like, why wouldn't these folks be elected as well? I guess is what kind of where I'm thinking.
Some of these people are like 70, 80 years old. Boomer mentality. It's time for a change.
Perhaps even beyond boomer.
Perhaps even beyond boomer.
I'm not sure what it's called to be 10 years above boomer. I think it might be called the greatest generation.
Fuck these old men.
Who's your least favorite old man?
Clarence Thomas.
Brett Kavanaugh. Fuck him.
It's my old friend Mads. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen here of me and Mads 10 years ago in the studio, recording some rap music. Mads doesn't really rap anymore. He plays guitar, but he fucking rips it.
Cause I got the coronavirus blues.
System only works when it goes my way. It doesn't when it don't. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's weird, you know. They're like, oh my god, fuck this, fuck that. But then again, look at them. Look how they live. If we fucked up during sex, we will have to face the consequences of my actions. And you think paying for a whole life is gonna be it? Imagine using a person to pay for your sin. Imagine pay for your sin with a whole ass person.
Feel terrible for my mom and all the women, and it's pretty scary what's
Plan
happening
B?
to this country.
Yeah, Kings,
And
you're just
women
Plan B,
should
you
have,
know.
complete control over their own bodies. The government should stay the fuck away. Yeah.
What do you think about the idea that immediately upon conception, an autonomous life exists?
I understand what they feel.
I think it's ridiculous. It's like, to me, it's the same as like saying maybe my semen or a sperm or an egg is like a life. It is.
Well, I mean, you put it out that way. Well, I guess you're just saying like, well, well, most of these people that are pro-abortion are vegan too. Go figure. I mean, they're just for everything, you know. Pro-abortion people is for everything, and they're trying to move the world to where it has been this whole time, you know.
Eventually, but not immediately.
What do you think about the Supreme Court? Like,
yeah, I think that they don't work to serve the common people. The majority of Americans are actually for women's rights over their own bodies. It's representing political interest of the rich and powerful.
You know,
we need to abolish.
You know, the weird thing is that it's like, it's not only that is not allowed. Like, what if like they're like, oh, I aborted. Oh well, don't do it again. It's not like that. I think if they commit abortion, they have to pay a sentence or not. Like, what are they fighting for? Because if they want to abort, they can abort. I had friends that have had abortions. They just had like 4 or 3 months. Not 3 months. One of my friends had 2 times abortion. 2 or 3, I don't even remember. With the same pills. But I don't know what happened in this. Is it supposed to be like you going to jail? Like, I don't understand. Man, I'm pro. I don't give a fuck.
The Supreme Court and destroy them. Destroy the institution. Destroy capitalism. This entire U.S. government is built on genocide and slavery and lies. They don't care about immigrants or helping poor people.
That's true.
Or orphans. So
that's true.
It's just a really convenient
that's true.
way to look like they care about people when they don't give a fuck
that's
about
true.
other people.
Thank you, bro.
I live right next to, well, not right next to, let's say I'm like 5 minutes away from where the immigrants that get kicked from the U.S. live now, you know, because when Obama, and now that I don't know, I just remember that everything started very hard with Obama years. They started sending a lot of Mexican immigrants to here again, right? And a lot of them now, they probably had their families there or whatever, but they kicked them here with nothing, right? With no money, with not even $1. They take everything from them and they just send them here. They are living under the bridge. They're homeless. They're selling drugs. They're just cleaning. Sometimes they don't sell drugs. They clean the cars. They are sick. They don't have an arm. They're suffering from like something in their legs. So a lot of the people that got, how do you call it, kicked from the U.S., I don't even understand. The illegal people, they literally treat them like animals, like beasts. Like, oh my god, you're not from here, you motherfuckers, you put your hands down, oh, you're leaving, oh. and then they kicked him here to Mexico again, where they're just homeless and their life is fucked, you know. And of course, you cannot be illegal there. I mean, it's a crime. They really do forget that they're humans.
Still rap? Still rap. Yeah, no fucking way.
Yo, I believe that we gotta give the choice back to the women, cause you know they got a voice strapped. That's how we gotta be, armed, ready to fight the government and the capitalists. We could do it in one night, make a new system that overthrows, make a revolution, let the people all know, no foes. You know I do this for my bros, we do this for everybody from coast to coast.
Do you think he had a plan?
I'm one of the illest to kill it, representing all of the children unborn. I represent for them.
I don't know why they just crying so much.
Yeah, peace and love to everybody, let's ride.
Damn, Mads, you still rap, my guy.
Same here, 180 per day. Really? Pesos, Carti?
You getting back into it? Getting really into it. Back in the day, me and Mads had a song called Crucial Polarity. I'm going to play it over this song because I believe nobody owns the rights
Get
to it.
this little dicky motherfucker out of here.
And the clarity.
Solidarity.
He provided it?
Seattle solidarity.
Consequences of their actions. And
Mads, yeah, you probably heard of me. I wrote a song and my destiny occurred to me.
That's insane, you remember that.
I remember every one of your bars, man. So what brought you guys out here today specifically?
So we actually are invited to a church group in Kent area. We're going there to preach there tomorrow.
No, Audi. Oh, well, okay. Okay, that's better.
You guys are at the location of the Roe v. Wade
Oh,
protest
my
right
leg is
across the street. How do
sleeping.
you guys feel about what happened?
I think it's good that they, outlawed it for sure.
We're glad for anything that would
We're in the whole
save
video.
lives.
I definitely think abortion is murder for sure.
In what way?
Well, you're ending the life of a human. Once conception takes place, the Bible teaches us that, that God says, before I knew thee, I formed thee in the womb. And at that point, life begins. Biologically, it's true that life begins there. Yeah. I think the bottom line is this, is that people are trying to find a way to get around the consequences of their actions. And if you're having sexual intercourse, you should expect to potentially have a child. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican.
Can I ask you what you think
Mama
about
was looking at
abortion?
me whoring.
There's no life. There's no life yet. There's no life. Like there's a beating little thing or it's a cell growing. It's not had a life. It doesn't have a life. It doesn't know what a life is. It has no clue what a life is. You think, oh, it moves around, or it blinks its eyes, or it sucks its thumb, something like that, right? That proves that. Okay, but are you going to give more rights to that baby? That's that fetus. You're going to give more rights to that fetus than you are to women, right? And then all the children that are born that end up in the orphanages, they end up with abusive parents, they end up on the streets, they end up all sorts of problems. Dropping out of school, you're going to have like millions of these kids in the next 10 to 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay? What are they going to do about that? Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. They think that that's okay, but that's not okay, right? So I don't understand why they're just being so pig-headed and stupid. I think it's an agenda. It's just a coup. It's a coup. Supreme Court's in the middle of a coup. It shouldn't have the powers it has. You can't pass laws like that without asking the other two branches of government.
It's a video, King.
Do you think this is cool? It's a balance of power that's not been used forever because it's been used.
Surprise mom, King.
It's a coup. It's been going on since. Well, I don't know. My boyfriend knows.
My boyfriend knows. I like that.
It's a coup. It's been going on since. Well, I don't know. My boyfriend knows.
Mind talking to you guys real quick? So how do you guys feel about the whole Roe v. Wade thing being overturned?
What?
God created all humans, and I believe we should leave it up to Him and not take any rights away of the human to live.
So what would you do if you got
Dude,
pregnant?
it must be scary. Thank you for this video, guys. Thank you. Now let's watch Minions.
Alright, 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 yeah, yeah.